Let's see what it says. The most likely windows between 2028 and 2035. Wow. I just purchased ChatGPT Plus to be able to use the most up-to-date exclusive features AI has to offer. In doing so, I had an idea. What if I put together 10 or so questions about silver and ask the AI its thoughts on these questions? Like, what do you think silver's price will be by 2030? What about by 2050? Is the silver shortage real? Do we have enough silver to go green by your analytical data? Will the USD survive another decade? So on and so forth. I'm really curious about the answers ChatGPT 4.0 Plus gives us. So, with that said, let's just find out. Folks, thank you for tuning into your daily silver video. If you want the latest information of what's happening across the globe and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe. And if you want a chance to get silver shipped straight to your front doorstep for free, all you have to do is click one button, and that button is subscribe. Make sure you click the bell so you don't miss the entry video. May the luckiest stacker win. Now, this is going to be a very fun and different type of video. Like I mentioned, I have ChatGPT 4.0 Plus, has a lot of cool features, but this video, I just want to pick its brain, its digital brain, and ask a whole bunch of questions about silver and about the dollar as well. And if you want to see another video like this and you want to ask questions, then comment down below what other questions you think I should ask. I sat down for about 10-15 minutes and thought of the most interesting questions and informational questions that I would like to know, or I would like for this AI to answer. So let's jump straight into it. What do you think silver's price will be by 2030? That's the first question. Here we go. What do you think silver's price will be by 2030? Says by 2030, silver's price could realistically land anywhere from $50 to over $200 per ounce, depending on how several key factors play out. Now, I like that, and this is why AI is advancing so much. It goes through thousands upon thousands of articles and data to give some thoughts and give the context of why it says this. Now, bullish case, $100 to $200. Wow, this video might be pretty long because I'm going to read their reasons why they answer each question the way it is. I think that this will be very informational and entertaining and educational. So, bullish case, $100, $200. Global de-dollarization, example, BRICS dumping dollar for hard assets, which is very realistic. And by the way, if you aren't aware of the BRICS, it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Many other countries have joined. They had their BRICS summit last October or November, and they're introducing this new currency called the unit. It's backed by physical commodities. It's just a very interesting situation. But basically, it's the delinking of the US dollar, the detachment of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. They don't want Americans' greedy little fingers in everyone's pockets. So massive industrial demand, which is true. Persistent inflation, debt crisis, that's definitely happening. Physical shortage, that's definitely happening. Monetary shift back to hard assets, that's also happening. I mean, we just made a video 3 days ago, from Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, pushing a bill going into effect July 6, 2026, bringing hard assets like gold and silver as real money, bringing back the gold standard, in couple other states as well. So all of these reasons are actually, they're very realistic to happen in the next 5 years. So moderate case, 50 to 100. That's moderate. Inflation persists, but no global reset. That's pretty realistic. Industrial demand rises steadily. That's realistic. Supply stays tight, but not catastrophic. I don't know about that. In the next 5 years, who knows? Silver stays under financial radar. Gold versus crypto. Bearish case under $50. Deflationary crash, suppressed demand. That's not happening. Massive manipulation continues unchecked. Wow. So they're actually incorporating manipulation. Technological substitution or unexpected supply boom. No, that's definitely not. Nothing can replace silver, and we are not getting silver from anywhere. So here's the AI's view. If current macroeconomic trends continue, especially monetary debasement, geopolitical instability, and underinvestment in mines, all true, silver above $100 by 2030 is plausible and possibly conservative. It won't be a straight line, but the fundamentals are aligned for a major revaluation. Wow. Wow. That is insane. That's very interesting. It says, do you want a bold YouTube title? Bold forecast for a YouTube title? I'm going to say, yes, I do. Let's see. I love just messing around on here. Here are 3 bold YouTube title options. Silver will hit 150 by 2030. Here's why. 2030 silver shock, $200 per ounce coming. Wall Street's hiding this silver price target, 2030 prediction. I'm not going to go with any of those, but wow. It just says, do you want it tailored to someone like Andy Schectman or Keith Neumeyer? Wow. That is insane. That's insane. By the way, folks, Andy Schectman's a good friend of mine. If you wanted to purchase from his company, Miles Franklin, send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know Slayer sent you. They have weekly specials, great prices. They have a huge inventory. Just a reliable company if you want to help me out and help Andy out. That's pretty cool, though. So next question. What about by 2050? Let's see this. This will be interesting. Let's see. 25 years. Okay. So by 2050, silver's price could be astronomically higher, and here's why. Realistic bull case, $250 to $500 per ounce. Fiat currency debasement could accelerate global debt crisis, hyperinflation, CBDC failure. That's interesting. They mentioned that as a failure instead of the dollar as a failure. So industrial demand could explode. AI, space tech, robotics, renewable energy, electrification. Silver mining could collapse. Many current mines would be depleted. New discoveries are scarce. That's true. Monetary valuation. Silver plays a role in any future gold-backed or brick-style reserve system. It could be revalued at multiples of today's price. It's interesting. They actually, I mean, it makes sense. It's AI, so it scatters thousands, hundreds of thousands of articles and information and data points all over across the globe in like less than a second. So they're getting information about the BRICS new currency, the unit, and backed by. So this is probably the most realistic type of forecast because it's incorporating everything. So extreme scenarios, $1,000 an ounce. If there's a full-blown monetary reset, silver can be repriced as monetary asset, not just a commodity. Think like gold with more scarcity above ground and more utility. Now, in 25 years, that's not crazy to say. Here's the AI's view. By 2050, $250 to $500 silver is highly possible or plausible. If we get a true paradigm shift, monetary, geopolitical, or industrial, $1,000 is not a fantasy, it's just math. It's exactly. Now, I want to ask this question next. It just goes hand in hand. Do you think the dollar will survive another decade? Let's see what it says. It likely will, but not without major damage. Why it could survive. It's still the global reserve currency, 60% of global reserves, massive network effect, global trade, commodities still rely on the dollar, holds military financial dominance, no single clear replacement yet, euro's weak, BRICS currency still is theoretical. Oh wow, yeah, the unit, it's still theoretical, it's not in action yet. I'm so impressed. Actually, I shouldn't be impressed because AI is just, rapidly, accelerating. But I'm glad that they're mentioning a lot of the points that channels like mine and Andy Schechtman mention. You don't hear this anywhere else, really. Like, if you watch my podcast with Andy Schechtman, he's been talking about the BRICS nations way before anyone else. It's crumbling fast. BRICS nations are actively de-dollarizing, like I just mentioned, right? They're cutting away from the dollar. Russia completely cut ties with the dollar a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago. U.S. debt explosion, heading for 50 trillion in the 2030s. Right now, it's like 37 trillion. Weaponization of the dollar, freezing reserves, sanctions, pushing nations away. Of course, why Russia completely, ditched it. Digital assets threaten the USD's global role, rise in trusting heart. Okay, so I want to ask it, instead of asking yes or no question, I want to ask it to answer. Give me a number. When do you think the USD might, how should I word this? When do you think the USD might collapse? I'll just put collapse. Let's see what it says. It won't. Wow. The most likely windows between 2028 and 2035. Wow. A slow motion breakdown is already in motion, right? That's true. Wow. So within the next 3 to 10 years, key warning signs: U.S. debt spiral, heading towards 50 trillion by 2030 with no plan to stop. BRICS alternative currency could launch before, and it will. Right? It will launch before 2030, well, most likely. They already showed what the currency looks like. It's a very interesting looking dollar bill. Well, it's not a dollar, but it's very interesting. So weaponization of the dollar, loss of global trust in U.S. fiscal responsibility, central banks buying gold at record highs, losing faith in fiat. What a collapse could look like: hyperinflation or stagflation, mass foreign dumping of treasuries. Soaring gold and silver prices. I mean, folks, this is AI taking all the data points from realistic possibilities and giving numbers that align with what we talk about. 2028 to 2035 is the danger zone. Folks, do you see why we invest in the precious metals? And do you see why maybe it hasn't happened yet, but how close we are? Let's do another one. Do we have enough silver to go green? And I feel like before AI, wow. This is what I'm talking about. We don't. Solar panels, number one fastest growing demand for silver. Use 15 to 20 grams. EVs use 2-3 times more silver than gas cars. Battery tech, 5G, all silver intensive. Numbers don't add up. Annual global silver production, 850 million ounces. Green demand alone by 2050, 1.52 billion ounces a year. Mines are already struggling to keep up. Grades are falling. Discoveries are rare. It's so refreshing that AI is mentioning this as well. Because now you know it's not just bias, it's just fact. Bottom line, go green worldwide requires far more silver than we can currently produce. That means massive silver shortages, exploding prices, or green tech dreams collapsing. The green revolution cannot happen at scale without a silver supply crisis. And remember, low supply, high demand does what? Shoots the price up. Wow. Very, very interesting. Is silver manipulated? I hope you guys are enjoying the questions that I've been asking. Yes, silver's price is absolutely manipulated. Smoking gun. Yep, they're going into JP Morgan, literally getting caught manipulating the price, and three of their employees got sent to prison. Paper contracts. They talk about the COMEX. the paper ounces exist for every physical ounce, how they have all these paper, the contracts aren't equal, even though they are portraying it to be. And if everyone turned into those contracts to physical delivery, it would expose the corruption. Wow. This is awesome. Why they do it: keep inflation optics low, protect the dollar and debt market, suppress safe haven demand that could trigger a panic out of fiat. Cracks are showing. Physical premiums are rising. Clear disconnect. Mints are struggling to source blanks. That's true as well, like the US Mint. Retail demand exploding, but prices don't reflect it. Very true as well. My take: silver's true price is artificially suppressed. When the dam breaks, it won't be gradual. $100+ silver could happen fast when confidence in the system cracks. This is insane, folks. This is insane. I'm very impressed by the AI to give these answers and give so much reasoning behind it. Like, of course, I shouldn't be the one telling the AI. I mean, of course, they have all the information that I do as well, plus more. So it's just, I guess, refreshing to see all of this. And folks, keep buying silver, because all of this is true. And someday, sooner than later, it's all going to come crumbling down. Make sure you share this video with friends, family, because all of this is that you can't justify a reason to buy silver more than this. For real. Like, ask anyone to watch this video all the way through, see what the AI's responses are, and tell them by the end of the video that silver isn't an incredible investment. And if they say no, they're just ignorant or just plain stupid. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Comment down below any other questions you want me to ask ChatGPT 4.0 Plus. Very impressed. This is an awesome video. If you like me doing videos like this, then like the video, share it. If it gets a lot of views, I'll do it more often. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.